What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Last Cloudia video. My name is DK. Yeah, we're making a video. It's been 5 months since I made a video for Last Cloudia. I know it's pretty crazy. I have been streaming though. I have been streaming, but yes, it is good to see LC still racking up those collabs. The Star Ocean one was really good. Anniversary was really solid too. I've still been playing. But at the end of the day, just kind of wanted to take a break. So, I am back. Who knows how long. But I am actually pretty excited for this collab. We have a redux of the Near collab along with Slime, which will be happening towards the end of November, I believe. So we're first going to start off with the Near collab. Or the Redux. We do have 2 new units coming, and I believe 1 arc. We have 9S and 2B or 2P. So and then we also have the returning 2B and A2 along with both the arcs that were on the previous collab, the first time run. I have been playing a lot of other games that actually been doing Near, so I kind of expected maybe a Near collab. I mean, the Near is always there. I feel like that it's a collab that happens a lot with a lot of other gacha games too. But I'm really excited because these units were actually really good when they first dropped. I really wanted A2 at the time, and I managed to get 2B and A2 and 1 arc. So this time around, they are giving away 2 tickets. Y'all, 2 tickets. So that's actually pretty wild. One of my favorite things about the Near is the music, obviously. Combat's great in the video game. If you guys ever played the video game, check it out. It's amazing. But yeah, so we do have 2Ps dropping actually this in the morning, tomorrow morning, after maintenance. So really excited for that. She's actually looking really cool. I love the artwork. Of course, Adis always kills it with the artwork, honestly, guys. But yeah, so let's go ahead and dive into the video, and we're gonna go ahead and kind of talk about her. I'm a little rusty right now on my YouTube game, so bear with me if I misspeak on some stuff. But I mean, her kit's pretty self-explanatory. I'll also be covering a lot of content with the tickets on what honestly, if you're watching this video, we're not. I want to make it real clear. Possibly wait to use your tickets until you get some, or at least ask somebody about the tickets on what you should use it on, or of course look at your roster and kind of use them based on what you need. Of course, arcs are always more valuable than units, so always take that into consideration. But of course, if you have the arcs, I recommend your favorite A2 or 2B. They're both going to be great characters. They're both getting amazing E6s. I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and dive into the video and see what's going on.
Commencing operation. Move. Die. Let's wrap this up quickly. Go away.
All right. So yeah, of course they would do this to me. Yeah, so overall she looked great. She looks really fast too. So I'm actually curious to see how she does in PvP along with PvE, but PvP is kind of like the new thing for LC right now. So I'm kind of only pulling 4 PvP units. So she does have some really good damage mitigation, so I'm actually kind of excited about that in her kit. I just want to see, and she's a counter unit, so this time very similar to the way the original Balin was, which I believe the original Balin had an S1 counter, which was very useful back in the day. It was very unique. They kind of went away with that, and it kind of just fell in the void. They tried to introduce counters on several occasions, but they just never really worked out. This one, she has her own animation on the counter, so that's and she has a lot of percentage towards the counter. So I'm really, really excited about that. I know it's supposed to be a counter, but I wonder, I'd be kind of cool if it activated like some kind of super armor, but it doesn't. It's just wishful thinking, really. So as far as attacks go, first of all, we gotta give props to the art. The art's so good on her. She's going to be a thunder unit, so that's really cool. The last thunder unit we had was Suzaku, which is a phenomenal unit. It's great for PvE and PvP. And now we have her. So we're looking at 7 hits on the S1, 11 hits on the S2, and 7 hits on the S3. So she's actually going to be a dual wield unit. She has the option of running single wield, but of course you don't want to run her single wield unless there's an absolute purpose for that. Niche purpose, really. S4, I do really like it. I kind of wish they threw in an animation kind of like similar to Zex's form, newest form, and from the anniversary. but that's fine. 43 hits on her S4 is really great. All right, so going over 2P's traits, we do have number 1, all-purpose battle model. For skill and special damage, we have 30% and a 7k cap, so that's really nice. No condition for that one. Another weapon can be equipped in the place of armor. 2 weapons equipped, double physical attack and counter hits, cut each hit by 60%. So, typical dual wields. When equipped with 2 weapons and taking physical attacks, chance to activate a powerful counter. Now, she does get her own animation on this one, which is really cool, and we'll see that here shortly. Actually, we'll just go ahead and click on this real quick. It should show us. There it is right there. So, as you can see, it's a pretty nifty little counter. It pushes them back, so I'm actually really excited. Also, it looks like, I'm not too sure, but it looks like her color kind of changed here for a second. I don't know what's going on with that. And I actually really do like how they they highlight it too, so they tell you what's happening. It's really cool. So they're kind of working with here. So we have counter damage 75%, which is really nice. Damage cap plus 20k. I'm interested. We haven't had a decent counter since Balin's S1 counter. So I'm actually, like I said, really excited to see how this works. For trait 2, we do have pod combat support, give skills pod extra attack. So very similar to like Shift Rollin and Balin, where they get extra attacks. We have skill 1 plus 3 hits. We have skill 2 plus 6 hits, skill 3 plus 9 hits. So when taking attacks, so this is like the only kind of thing that's a little awkward for me. When taking attacks, you have a chance to get a recharge buff for 10 seconds. So when the recharge buff is active, your pod attacks won't activate. So this won't activate for at least 10 seconds, and I believe it should be an icon. So you're gonna have to watch out for that icon to make sure you're getting these extra hits. But I mean, at the end of the day, the trade-off is pretty nice. Now the trade-off is nice for PvP. We do get a physical attack damage taken minus 30% for 10 seconds. Because there's a chance to give a unit charge for 10 seconds. Yeah, for 10 seconds. So that's really nice. It's a good trade-off. It really is, especially in PvP. So PvE, it might not be the absolute best trade-off. You want more hits, more damage at the end of the day. So it is what it is on that one. But overall, looking like a really solid unit. Of course, we're not going to go to C9S yet, so that's going to be the big mystery. For skill 1, we have instantly gap closer for S1, which is very nice, very similar to, I want to say it looks more like S Nero's, the Shift Nero that came out with the Redux of the DMC. It looks very similar to that, so very quick, potentially very fast. And then we have the skill 2 medium area thunder combo attack that throws enemies in the air. It was a really cool animation. Skill double edge blade charge and deal a frontal medium area thunder combo attack that pushes enemies. I mean, yeah. Special attack drill, we just have thunder attack to all allies. That was a 40 something hits. So overall the skills are great. The skills are really good. Her damage is looking really good. We won't calculate damage cap. It's not really super crazy right now because we're not there yet. But I really just want to kind of discuss like her kit and what I personally think of it. So for plug-in chips, so the way the near units work is that they have chips. These chips can be activated by selecting and deselecting on depending on what you want. So the first chip, you do have counter based on the number of plug-in chips. Now the way this works is however many chips you have attached to the unit, this is what the percentages you're going to get here. So, and just kind of going on, I'll use the first one as a reference. Based on number of plug-in chip sets, boost counter damage. So if you're running just the plug-in chip counter, you'll get 120%, and you'll cut damage taken by minus 50. So that's actually pretty cool, especially if you're running that minus 30 on that buff she gets. It's minus 80% right there. Of course only 10 seconds for the trait. But I mean, you do always get a damage cut on the counter. So depending on how many chips you use, so really that's how you want to play this unit, depending on what you're using her for. So for this one, the melee attack based on number of plug-in chips skill, again, it's the same. It's gonna say the same thing over and over again. So if you're running this one by itself, you get 30% and a 10,000 K cap. So really nice for physical damage. 30% is actually really nice. Of course, if you're running all three, you're only getting 10, 10, and 40, which honestly, not bad, but I mean, this damage reduction is huge. Based on number of plug-in chips, cut physical damage taken minus 50 for the defense. So if you can run her a defensive unit, let's say you just wanted to run this one and the counter, you'll get 20% here, 20% there. It's only 40. Yeah, you're better off just running the melee defense. Yeah. So you really will have to kind of pick and choose on this one. Hmm. This one's daring counter. This one's constant. Yeah, it's really cool how they give you options. Yeah. So PVE, you're most likely going to be probably using this one right here. Depending on how well her caps hit, really she could be a really good damage dealer on PvP. But minus 50% is pretty nasty too. 20% on physical is really good, and 20% damage taken is actually really good. So running these two at the same time are actually really good. Like I said, you have options. For E drug, we have Battlestar give unit a basic status ailment resistance -1 debuff, skill and special cap plus 15k, continuous speed effect. So she's gonna be fast. I think she's gonna be really, really fast. Not as fast as like the Attack on Titan units, which I really hope we get a redux of that. That was a really fun collab. But this give battle start. Yeah, this is nice. Give a basic status ailment. Who knows what that is, right? Because it doesn't tell you. It just says ailment resistance -1 debuff. Is that for all? Correct me in the comments if that. It should be. I think that's all or just one. I think it's all. Skill and damage cap minus blah, 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 blah. We already read that. So weapon stories equipped. Weapon is SCR plus 50%. Attack damage is plus 20 to the same attribute as the weapon equipped. So the SCR should be per weapon, which should be 100% when using 2 weapons. That's what I'm taking from that. Could be wrong. Ada's wording is weird for me sometimes. Damage boost effect doesn't stack when equipped with 2 weapons the same attribute. So honestly, you'll probably be running 2 different attributes. So right? You'll take advantage of it. Really, running 2 different attributes, you get 20% per the attribute. Of course, it tells you right there, running the same ones will not give you that 20. It'll only give you 20% once. So, yeah. Counter boost 4, counter damage plus 100%, down damage 10k, cap. Again, she's gonna be a pretty decent counter unit, I think. So I'm very interested. Thunder attack race 4. This is new. This is very new. Why didn't I didn't catch this? What the hell? 4. Thunder attack 30%, damage cap 3k. Wow. How much is that gonna cost? Like if it's on an arc. Holy shit. It's probably gonna be like 15, maybe more. They probably won't throw these on arcs for a good while. They might have to like raise the SC cap again to like plus 40 on units to even like give you this kind of SC. Thunder a weak point breakthrough 2 and hitting attribute weaknesses, you'll get a 15k cap on only weapon. Weapon is 3,000. You're gonna want to run 2 weapons, so you're gonna get 15k. So this is actually really good. This is a very unique hit, very interesting, very fun. I like what they did. I really did. It's not a lot of conditions. You have choices. You can go for cap, damage mitigation, high counter damage mitigation during counters. I mean, it's a fun ass kit. Attack up max. She actually might be probably one of the highest DPS, lightning DPS in the game. Maybe. I don't know. She looks like a lot of fun. Attack up max, resolve. Fighting Spirit, a lot of this is going to be attack ups. I mean, STR ups. Frozen 4, Critical 3, great. This is actually really good to have because the other 2 are really cheap. Advanced Aim Vitals is really good. Royal Armor for those to help you with those crits, to nullify crits. Proud Force, Counter Boost 3. Chance, guys, not nullified chance. Proud Force, Counter Boost 3. Iron Wall, Counter 2. Counter charge. They're really throwing a lot on this counter. Machine Buster, auto crit, very nice. These 2 right here. Anytime we get auto crit 3, I mean auto crit. We get crit 3 and auto crit. I'm happy. And then we get haste. This is expensive. This is expensive. This is expensive. Overly priced for crit 3. So whenever this is free, it's huge. We have auto Grand Brave, but this is a huge sale. This is 14 SC right here. So that is a huge win on her kit. It's SCR plus 35%. So make sure you're not stacking Auto Brave or Fast Brave. You don't need it. Pose of Glory, Patience 2, really good. So you only need Patience 1 for damage mitigation. We have Rapid Recovery, Sword Giga. Of course, Sword Mega is probably not going to be on a lot of units anymore because it's on that damn UR arc that just came out. So it's probably going to be a lot of Gigas now. And we're going to have to rely on that Mega Boost if you want the extra percentages. We have Thunder Attack Raise 2, Thunder Crit Raise. Oh, so damn good. So, honestly, she's looking like she's going to be a really good Pursuit Thunder unit. Yeah, she's gonna be nasty, and honestly, her paid weapon from her previous form is disgusting. So this might actually be just as good. Special boost 2, awaken 2. Damn, and she'll have awaken. Man, OS chip and why am I having trouble? Reliquary system. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, yeah, she's disgusting. Yeah, no, no, she's fucking gross, dude. I love this kit. So even her transcended E6, we have 1500 for skills, 4000 for specials, and another damage mitigation minus 10 physical damage. This is only one weapon. Yeah, we don't care about that. We're not gonna be using one weapon. You're gonna want to run 2 weapons. Now this arc, this is actually a mouthful. So the new arc is pretty cool. I do like it. It's not the greatest LR. I mean, we've had some outstanding LRs, but this one is definitely a mid arc for me. But it's has some decent value to it. So during 50 hit combos, skill, special encounter, 25% battle start give the living ally with the SCR the captain's duty buff. Captain duty buff active. Enemy attention drawn is +1. Physical and magical damage taken is -20 when the unit with the buff is incapacitated. Transfer buff to the living ally with the highest SCR. Damage cap to boss is 1000. Damage cap to non-human types 1000. Very, very lengthy arc. There are better damage mitigation out there, but this is great for people who don't have those arcs. 25% is decent. Not, and you have to hit combos. So very similar to Combo Master. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Not my favorite though. Solid counter during counter won't fade from enemy attacks, which really that can be useful, right? If this counter actually turns out to be really good, that's gonna be useful. So flame armor, continuous flame wall. I always like to have these armors on standby just in case for PvP. You never know when you're gonna need them. Yorha Force. Ugh, it's late. Get machine type, skill, special, counter damage cap +600 for each machine type ally, max 2400 at 4 machine type allies. Depending on the cost of that, who knows, right? That it's a niche skill for a niche situation. Probably mostly looking for, like, let's say a damage cap video, or you're trying to like get a high damage cap. That's really all you're gonna see this for. You're not gonna actually see this in PvP or anything like, or actually arena. You won't be using this. But
Still,
this
machines are the
arc
enemy. Don't
AER
forget it.
is decent. Actually, no, I take that back. It's not decent. It's really good. I think it's really good. So, especially if you're using a machine type Minin, he does benefit from machine type. So this is physical damage taken -5 per machine type ally other than unit. Yeah, this is actually really good. So let's say PvP 4-man team, you'll get 15% physical attack damage taken as long as you're running a machine mimic. Defense is 60, MD 81. No ailment or attribute resistance. It's decent. It really is a decent. It can definitely be used on the PvP side. Don't really care too much for the PvE side, but it is a possibility that it could be useful for someone who doesn't have like a lot of damage mitigation. So yeah, pretty decent. I like it. That's actually why I like the art personally. And there's a couple, and the skills are great too. So of course, that's actually
That's
the end of the video. Not the end of the video, but end of this one. So overall, I think her kit's really great. I think pulling for her is definite win. If you get off the tickets that were provided, I don't even know we're getting tickets. But if you get off the tickets provided or the step up, that's a huge win. I think she's gonna potentially she could be effective in PvP. Definitely really effective in PvE. She'll be a blast to use. Honestly, yeah, it's a pull. Honestly, I feel like if you don't get her, you might be missing out a little bit here, because I mean the collab units don't really come. It's been about 2 years, I think. I want to say 2 years since we last saw Nier. So of course, dodging collabs is kind of a big miss sometimes because you can kind of regret it. I know, shouldn't be talking about throwing money or all your gems or something, but we do have another unit. We have 9S, and then we also have some units from the slime. That's going to be the most difficult part, is waiting to see what those are going to be. Of course, if you're going to grab all of them, grab all of them at the end of the day. But I have a strong feeling that slime units are going to be absolutely gross. I really hope they bring the 2 tickets back for the slime. But jumping on those 2 tickets before the end of the video, make sure you do save the tickets before making a decision. I will do a separate video on what I think, going over the units. I don't know. There's not much I can say that it's gonna make you choose which one you want, but at the end of the day, I'll just do it anyways. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out today and watching this video. If you made it towards the end, thank you. I appreciate your time. I'm gonna try to make more videos, guys. I know it's been 5 months. I just needed a break, honestly. Nothing. It's nothing with the game. I'm still playing the game daily. I just kind of needed that break. But guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great night. Good luck on your pulls tomorrow. Be safe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.